Hi, this is Rick Frederick reviewing the McNaughton case, classic foundational law in insanity concerns. It's from 1843. So the crime of McNaughton was that he wanted to assassinate a prime minister, believing that he was the subject of persecution by this party represented by the prime minister. He didn't identify the prime minister correctly. Instead, he shot the prime minister's secretary, Edward Drummond, who died from the shot. So McNaughton pleaded not guilty, and he was found not guilty on the grounds of insanity. If you can imagine, as is true today, often the finding of insanity in a notorious case brings about a hue and cry. The people are getting away with murder. Just look at the Hinckley case and what happened in the Insanity Defense Reform Act following Hinckley's acquittal. So really what the case law is, or the notes, the record that you can review, is a discussion or a debate in the House of Lords. And so the findings from this panel, this inquiry, where many questions were asked about how it should think about insanity, are really what follows. So what is the proper standard for insanity? What questions should be posed to the jury? How should the jury be instructed? What is the proper role of the medical professional? These questions exist today. These continue to be the issues of insanity. And so when we talk about a McNaughton standard, the outcome of this panel inquiry was simply that to establish a defense on the grounds of insanity, it must be clearly proved at the time of committing the actus reus, the party was laboring under such a defect of reason from disease of the mind as not to know the nature and quality of what he was doing, mens rea. So the behavior exists, the understanding does not exist. He didn't know the nature and quality of what he was doing, or as we would say now, he or she was doing. If he or she did know it, they didn't know that it was wrong. So those are the McNaughton standards, which have been incorporated into many state laws on insanity, and constitute quite a bit of the federal standards that exist currently. The McNaughton standard is the most prevalent standard of insanity, and it's really a knowing standard. There's nothing about impulsivity within the standard. It's a cognitive test. Did you know the nature and quality of what you were doing? Did you know that what you were doing was wrong? Thank you very much.